get any homework?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Rishita, what about you? You got homework?
Yes, sir.
ठीक। आप लोगों ने अपनी did you guys do it or tried it later?
Not yet, sir.
Not yet. Now, today we will do two things. First, and one is isomers, and the other is nomenclature. Just give me a second. Write the topic. Isomers of haloalkane. Now, there are mainly two types of isomers that we have to study for haloalkanes. One is known as the position isomer, and the other is known as chain isomers, right? So we'll have to study chain and position isomers. Chain isomers and position isomers. Now, what are chain isomers? So the characteristic property of the chain isomer is that they will differ in the chain length. Differs in parent chain length. And here differs in position of halogen atom. Okay, so this position isomer, they will differ in the position of halogen atom. Now, if I look at the chain isomers, if we have one carbon atom, we cannot make any other chain. Like no other possibility is present, right? For one carbon atom, you will have only one type of chain, that is with one carbon. Similar is the case for two carbon atoms. In this, the first carbon is attached to the second carbon. One carbon is attached to the second carbon. I mean, there is no other variation that you can bring up. For example, what can you do? You can attach the first carbon on second carbon. It is already attached in that way. Okay. Now, if we are having three carbons, then C1 is attached to C2 and C2 is attached to C3. Now, here we can do some variation, but it will not lead to any other chain. For example, here C1 is bonded to C2 and C2 is then bonded to C3. So let us suppose what I am trying. I am attaching C1 to C3 and then C3 is attached to C2. Now, even though the carbon, I'm changing the carbon atom, but inherently the chain is the same. Make sense? Yes or no? Please tell me, Rishita and Harsha.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. And I think थोड़ा थोड़ा आपको कुछ ऐसा याद आ रहा होगा, हम लोगों ने किया था last year भी, है ना? In isomers, for chain isomers, we studied this type of thing. Similarly, for 4 carbon atoms, we'll have C1, C2, C3, and C4. Now, here we can do one variation. What variation we can do? We can do a variation which is like this: C1, C2, C3, and C4 is attached to C2. Make sense? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Similarly, for 5 carbon atoms, what can C1, C2, C3. Fine. Another variation for this is we can shorten the chain length and we can do C1, C2, C3, C4, and then you can attach the 5th carbon atom to either the 2nd carbon or the 3rd carbon. So you will attach like this. Let me just suppose C5. We can do one more variation where you have only 3 carbon atoms: C1, C2, C3, C4, and C variation. Make sense? हाँ जी बताएं. Any doubts here? Tell me.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No doubts, right? ठीक है. These are the different chain isomers that we have. Now you have to study one main thing, that is regarding 4 carbon atoms and 5 carbon atoms. So when you have 4 carbons, then there are 2 forms for this. Four carbon atom like this, and 4 carbon atom like this. Now, in these two isomers of 4 carbon atom, you can have 2 variations for position isomers, and you can attach the halogen atom in 2 positions. Okay. We have one position which is this one, and the other position is this red one. We have only 2 possible in this particular thing. So let me write the red one. You can attach a halogen atom here. Okay, so this will be known as, by the way, this is known as N-pentane, sorry, N-butane, normal butane. And this is known as isobutane. Okay. If halogen atom is attached on the red atom, we need all this molecule.
Your voice is breaking.
N. Is it breaking for Shita, you also?
Yes, sir.
How is it now? Tell me.
It's better,
Yes,
sir.
Krish. It's better. Now for the blue one. So let me not write this. Okay. By the way, if you have fluorine here, then you will write N-butyl fluoride. Yeah? And similarly, this will be written as sec butyl halide. Does this make sense? Yes or no? Please tell me. जी बताएं. समझ में आ रहा है ना? Because this is secondary carbon. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
The blue carbon is secondary carbon. Now here also in isobutane case also we have 2 different variations that we can have. What are these 2? The Halide can be, the halogen can be attached in one of these blue places, and this blue, or this blue, in any one of these. And the other variation it can have is it is present here. Okay. Now let us see. Let us make the blue one first. So you have 1, 2, 3 carbon atoms, and then it is attached, let us suppose here, X. So this will be known as isobutyl bromide. Isobutyl bromide. Similarly, for the red one, here this carbon atom is tertiary. That is why it will be named as third butyl bromide. Oh my God, why I'm writing bromide? Halide ना, halide, ठीक है. Bromide मत लिखिएगा, halide लिखिएगा. Now we are writing in general ना, this will be halide, not bromide. Can everyone yes or no please tell me?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. For 5 carbon atoms, there are 2 common names that you have to memorize. Otherwise, I mean, there are 3 different chains that we can have now. So there will be multiple different isomers if we add halogen atom in different positions. But all of them, they don't have any specific names. So you don't have to learn those things. There are specific names for only 2 of these, rather 3, but the third one is very easy. That is why I'm not taking the third one. The third one that I'm talking about is N-pentyl halide. So N-pentyl halide, normal pentyl halide is very easy. You can understand it, right? It is as similar as the N-butyl. But let us suppose you have something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in this carbon atom you are having halogen. Okay. Now this is known as isopentyl halide. And another important one that you have to memorize is when you have all of these 4 carbon atoms and one of the terminal carbons, it is having a halogen atom attached like this. This is known as neopentyl halide. Since all of these names are used in question, that is why we are doing this. Otherwise, there is no need of doing this. But these N-pentyl halide, they can be asked in a particular question. Like N-pentyl halide does not give that type of reaction. This is one of the questions. Or N-pentyl give this reaction, but not that reaction. So you should know what is N-pentyl halide. Done writing, yes or no, please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
थोड़ा सा कुछ सवाल कर लेते हैं. Draw the structures of all 8 structural isomers that have the molecular formula C5H11Br. Name each isomer according to the IPAC system and classify them as primary, secondary, tertiary bromine. तो एक काम कीजिएगा, चलिए कर लीजिए, आईपैक नॉमेनक्लेचर भी कर लीजिए, आप लोगों को तो आई मीन आता है ना आईपैक नॉमेनक्लेचर, वो आप कर पाएंगे, हो जाएगा। फिल्मी ऋषिता और हर्षा,
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, कीजिए आराम से। What you will do is make the 8 isomers, ठीक है, and if you cannot make 8 isomers, once you're like okay fine, I cannot make any more isomers, you said click a photo and send it to me, ठीक है। You made the first isomer n pentyl one, and then you made the other, then you made the other, different types of. You have to include both of them, the chain one as well as the position isomers also, right? Br you will put in the first position, second position, third position, like this. Okay, so you have to do all the 8. Once you are like, okay, fine, I cannot find any more isomers, I cannot think of any more isomers, you click a photo and then send it to me. Then you will start working on the nomenclature. ठीक है, make sense, Rishit and Harsha?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
हर्षा आपकी तबीयत ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
लग रहा है ऐसा कि आपने भी रोजा रखा होगा, रोजे से हैं क्या आप भी? आर यू फास्टिंग?
Sir, I usually do, but not today.
So you usually fast?
Yes, sir. Sometimes.
But for badminton or for like in general health?
Generally.
In general health. फोर फाइव सिक्स ठीक है फाइन हर्षा Harsha, the second last one, um, a few of them, they are only having four carbons, Harsha. See, like the second last one, it is only having four carbon atoms. And similarly, in the new page, the second one
Okay.
is having four. है ना, make sense? So
Yeah.
ठीक कर लीजिए. Rishita, tell me what you have done. Yes, Rishita.
Yes, sir. One second.
So the best way to do this type of question where you have to exhaust something, exhaust in the sense you have to exhaust all the options, you have to cover all the options. In that case, I will start with, first of all, the normal 5 carbon atoms. Now, what are the positions in which I can keep? First of all, I will keep here. That is the most intuitive one. Then I will again make 5 carbon atoms. Now then I will put it here. And I will again make 5 carbon atoms. And I will put it here. So these are the 3 positions in which I can put. If I put the Br in one more carbon here like this, then it will be similar to the second structure. That is why I will not going to put any, not going to put Br on this type of N-pentane type of structure. Then I will reduce the carbon length and I will do 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 carbons, and 5th carbon is here. Okay. Now, for this, which we can make is Br here, 3, 4, 5th carbon here, Br here I can make. Similarly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th carbon is here. I can put the Br here, and also I can draw one more. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbon atoms, and the Br is here. Make sense? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is already done. Then you have the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the Br is here. Okay, so these are the, how many we have to make? We have to make 8, no? 8 is done. Make sense? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Now, can you name all of these? पहले तो चलिए 1 डिग्री 2 डिग्री बताइए ये वाला क्या होगा पहला वाला 1 डिग्री 2 डिग्री both of you turn your mic on tell me
1 degree.
1 degree next
2 degree.
next
2 degree.
2 degree.
2 degree next
1 degree.
right Prashita 1 degree
Yeah, 1 degree. Yes, sir.
है ना confusion नहीं है ना अगला
3 degree.
2 degree.
3 degree next one
2 degree.
2.
2 degree next one
1 degree.
1 degree.
1 degree the next one
1 degree.
1 degree
Yes, sir.
cube so now you guys can name it D. How much is done? Send me whatever you have done, Rishita and Harsha. Harsha has done some. Rishita, send me whatever you have done. Mm, Rishita, sorry, Harsha. The second last one, please check the second last one. It will be 1 bromo 2 comma 2 dimethyl. No? Second last one, Harsha.
Yes, sir.
Like 2 bromo 3 methyl. Yeah. Rishita, नहीं हुआ क्या आपसे एक भी?
No, sir, I got it, but sir, 1, 2, 3. So the sixth one on the screen. What is the name of that?
Sixth one on the screen. Let's see here. I think I can directly do the parent carbon chain thing because 1, 2, 3, 4 parent carbon makes sense.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we have two substituent bromo,
So it will be
and then we
bromo
have
methyl butyl.
methyl.
Butane.
अरे ब्यूटेन हाँ ब्यूटाइल नहीं ब्यूटेन हाँ but numbering how will we number it
Three,
1 2 3 4 or 1 2 3 4
uh, the second one.
हाँ करेक्ट बिकॉज ब्रोमो है ना ब्रोमो
Yes,
इज
sir.
ब्रोमो ब्रोमो फंक्शनल ग्रुप की वजह से वैसे नहीं किया हम लोगों ने किया बिकॉज ब्रोमीन में बी पहले आता है एम से बिकॉज ऑफ द अल्फाबेटिकल ऑर्डर वी आर डूइंग दैट ठीक है 1 2 3 4
Yes.
ओके बिकॉज ब्रोमो एंड मिथाइल बोथ आर सब्स्टिट्यूट दिस विल बी चलिए हम नाम ही लिख देते हैं सबका फर्स्ट वन विल बी 1 bromopentane or bromopentane, both will work. This will be 2 bromopentane, and this one will be 3 bromopentane. Now, for this one, like this, and the numbering will be 1, 2, 3, 4. So, in the first position, we have bromo, so it will be 1 bromo methyl butane. This will be 2 bromo 2 methyl butane. This will be 2 bromo 3 methyl butane. This will be 1 bromo 3-methyl butane. This will be 1 bromo 2, 2 dimethyl propane. ऋषिता सारा सही है आपको?
The last one, I didn't write the second two.
टू टू नहीं पावर टू लिखते हैं। चलिए ध्यान दीजिएगा फिर, है ना, आई पैक नॉमिनेशन थोड़ा सा आपको ध्यान देना पड़ेगा। ठीक है, चलिए थोड़ा सा और आई पैक नॉमिनेशन कर लेते हैं, उसके बाद विल मूव ऑन टू मेथड्स ऑफ प्रिपरेशन ऑफ हेलो एल्कीन। क्योंकि जनरली अब तो नॉमेनक्लेचर डायरेक्टली नहीं पूछता है बूट्स में, बट फिर भी हम लोगों को तैयार रहना है ना। चलिए राइट द नेम ऑफ दिस पर्टिकुलर मॉलिक्यूल। फाइव ब्रोमोपेंटेन कैसे होगा भाई? 1 ब्रोमोपेंटेन होगा ना ऋषिता? हाँ
Yes, sir.
यस सर। आपका एग्जाम कब हुआ था 11th का? बहुत पहले हो गया था क्या?
I think it was March. No, February. I don't remember.
आपने भेजा था
I
ना
think it was
पूरे
like February 18th or something.
18th। बहुत ज्यादा दिन तो नहीं हुआ फिर, याद रहना चाहिए कुछ कुछ तो भूल गए सब अगर। चलिए ठीक। तो हर्षा, यू आर हैविंग 2 नोटबुक्स नाउ और यू आर हैविंग 1 नोटबुक जिसमें आपने सेपरेशन कर दिया है। क्या किया है हर्षा, बताइएगा जरा।
One notebook, sir.
1 नोटबुक,
Yes, sir.
ठीक है। तो एक काम कीजिएगा, सॉल्यूशंस का अपना अलग नोटबुक बना लीजिए, बिकॉज बेहतर ये होगा कि if you have one very thick notebook then you can like uh, start with solutions from one side and then midway you will write haloalkane halorine, then you can start writing that. Otherwise if it is not very thick then आप दो नोटबुक बना लीजिए, one will be for part 1 and the second will be with for part 2.
Sir, it's 200 pages.
How many pages? Tell me.
200 pages, sir.
200 pages.
Yes, sir.
It's very small. 200 पेजेस में आप लास्ट ईयर कितने नोटबुक्स लगे थे आपको? 200 पेजेस वाले ही थे?
No, sir. Last year I took 3 notebooks of 150.
3 नोटबुक्स ऑफ 150, है ना? कितना हो जाएगा? 150 150 150 450, ठीक है। और लास्ट ईयर हाउ मेनी चैप्टर्स? 9 चैप्टर्स, ठीक है। एंड दिस ईयर 10 चैप्टर्स, फाइन। नाउ although there were a few hard things, but in this 10 chapters आपका solution, electrochemistry and then coordination, ठीक है। then you will have haloalkane halorine, alcohol phenol ethers, aldehyde, ketone carboxylic acid, ठीक है। so you have these big chapters आते हैं, ठीक है। तो एक नोटबुक और आपको लेना ही पड़ जाएगा, है ना हर्षा? तो आप क्या
But,
कीजिए, आप अभी से ले लीजिए, ठीक है। और एक तरफ आप स्टार्ट कर दीजिए अपना सोल्यूशन और एक तरफ स्टार्ट कर दीजिए haloalkane।
sir, actually, I'm traveling to India, so I want to take less notebooks.
You want to take less notebooks?
Yes, sir.
तब
After
तो
returning, I'll separate them.
we'll separate them after returning.
Like the next chapter. After solutions.
When? After when?
After solutions.
the answer. What about you, Rishita?
1 second.
हर्षा, बाय द वे, थोड़ा गलत है, थोड़ा सा. लाइक इफ यू ट्राई टू डू इन एसपफ वे ना, तो फिर आपको समझ में आएगा क्या गलती है. बाय द वे, आई विल टेल यू, मिस्टेक इज इन द नंबरिंग. ठीक है, तो अब तो आप करेक्ट कर लेंगे आराम से, बिकॉज देयर आर ओनली टू वेज ऑफ नंबरिंग पेरेंट कार्बन चेन. बट होपफुली यू विल ऑल्सो अंडरस्टैंड why the other way around is the correct way of numbering it. रिशिता, अगर आपसे नहीं हो रहा है तो. अच्छा रिश्ता, अरे कैसे रिशिता, कैसे? फिर से कीजिए, आप पुष्कर फिर से कीजिए. आई नीड ऑल ऑफ दोस थिंग. आप हाईलाइट कीजिए पेरेंट कार्बन चेन को, देन यू नंबर इट. आई वांट ऑल द थिंग्स एंड देन यू विल सेंड इट टू मी ऑन व्हाट्सएप.
So does double bond have higher priority than substituent?
यस, किसकी सबसे ज्यादा प्रायोरिटी किसकी होती है? फंक्शनल ग्रुप की, उसके बाद डबल बॉन्ड, उसके बाद ट्रिपल बॉन्ड, है ना?
Okay, so yeah.
यस ऋषिता, टेल मी. डन. भूल गए आप, सब कुछ भूल गए. हाँ.
Done, sir. I sent it.
सेंड मी. ठीक है, तो 4 कार्बन के बाद बस रुक गया, हो गया काम. उसके आगे नहीं जाना है पेरेंट कार्बन चेन को, ऐसे बीच में रोक दीजिएगा आप नंबरिंग. हाँ ऋषिता, टेल
Sir,
मी.
I got the like I thought CH3 was a part of the fourth carbon, and I wrote the parent chain after that, so I forgot to write 5.
अच्छा, नाउ इट इज फाइन. अच्छा, 5 आपने लिखा नहीं है वैसे अब ना. ठीक है, अब ठीक
Yes.
है होपफुली. बट स्टिल देयर इज वन मोर मिस्टेक. व्हाई, tell me, where is the double bond, in the first carbon or the second carbon?
The
जी,
second carbon.
तो फिर आपने वो नंबरिंग दी नहीं है सेकंड कार्बन की ना. दिखा आपको?
Yes, sir.
Unsaturation is double bond, so it will be En. Parent is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 carbons. Pent substituent is methyl and bromo. So methyl, bromo. Numbering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Numbering will start from that terminal carbon which is nearest to the functional group. If there is no functional group, then it will start from that terminal which is nearest to the double bond. So that is why it is starting from this terminal rather than this terminal. Okay. So bromo will be 4, methyl will be 4, pent 2 ene. The name will be 4 bromo, 4 methyl, pent 2 ene. Make sense? Yes or no? Please tell me, Rishita.
Yes, sir.
क्या हुआ? भूल गए क्या आप बिल्कुल सब कुछ? जी.
So वो class में they didn't teach all this at all, and no questions were asked like this.
अच्छा, स्कूल में मतलब 11th क्लास में पढ़ाया ही नहीं उन लोगों ने आईपैड नोमेनक्लेचर?
No, sir. Thing is, she just taught us the basics, and then when I tried to go back, like I tried to get back to the notes, nothing she said was similar to what you said, and she usually gives all the question paper according to the notes, so it's harder for for us to read from textbook.
अच्छा ठीक है. नोमेनक्लेचर तो जिस तरह से हम पढ़ाते हैं वैसा हर्ष आपके भी स्कूल में वैसा नहीं पढ़ाया गया, राइट?
Yeah, sure.
आप ऐसे ना ऑनलाइन भी ढूंढ लीजिएगा, ठीक है? तो ऑनलाइन में भी आप बुक्स में भी देख लीजिएगा. तो जनरली यहाँ के बुक्स में नहीं रहता है. एक ऑथर है फॉरेन के, उनका नाम है डेविड क्लाइन, ठीक है? वहां से आई मीन इट इज फॉर कॉलेज स्टूडेंट्स, स्कूल स्टूडेंट्स के लिए नहीं है. डेविड क्लाइन की किताब है. वहां पे उन्होंने इस तरह से हिंट दिया हुआ है इस तरह से करने के लिए, इस मेथड ऑफ डूइंग थिंग्स, बट दैट इज फॉर अ लिमिटेड नंबर ऑफ फंक्शन. तो उसी को थोड़ा सा हमने बस एक्सटेंड करके पढ़ाया, बट यू विल नॉट फाइंड दिस इन एनी, मतलब कहीं स्कूल वगैरह में जनरली नहीं पढ़ाया जाता इस तरह से, ठीक है? बट द एंड थिंग विल बी द सेम दर्शिता, आईपैक नोमेनक्लेचर का तो चाहे कोई भी मेथड यूज कर रहे हैं आपको, मतलब मान लीजिए टीचर का समझ में नहीं आया, मेरा समझ में आया, तो आप इसको यूज करते, एंड प्रोडक्ट तो वही होता ना. बात समझ में आ रही है दर्शिता?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ठीक है. तो आप मेरे नोट्स ना एक बार प्लीज रिवाइज कर लीजिए आईपैड नोमेनक्लेचर वाले. ओके,
Yes, sir.
ठीक. चलिए, नाउ यू विल राइट एमओपी ऑफ हैलो. ऐसे हम ये कर दे क्या दर्शा, मतलब ये मेरा मेथड है आईपैड नोमेनक्लेचर पढ़ाने का. कहीं नहीं मिलेगा आप लोगों को पूरी दुनिया में. कर ऐसी पब्लिसिटी कर लेके हम अपनी, दिस हर्षा टेल मी.
Yes, I can.
हाँ आई के नहीं है. आई मीन आई resist doing that because ना at some point it will hit back. मतलब ऐसा तो नहीं है ना कि मेरा अगर if something is mine, something is purely mine, then I will tell it purely mine. But मेरा तो है नहीं.
Give credit and you can do it.
Anytime.
You can give credit and you can publish it.
हाँ, yeah. That's why I sometimes mention. बट हम ना कभी कभी मेंशन नहीं करते हैं ना, उस वजह से ना, जैसे डेविड क्लाइन आप लोग को बोलते हैं, शायद आप लोग उसको ना जैसे जाके सर्च नहीं करने लगे. कुछ बच्चे ऐसे होते हैं ना, वो फिर जाके डेविड क्लाइन सर्च करेंगे, ठीक है? फिर उनको किताब मिलेगी, फिर वो किताब थोड़ा सा पढ़ने, तो उसमें उनका टाइम वेस्ट होगा, बिकॉज इट इज नॉट फॉर स्कूल स्टूडेंट, इट इज purely for the college students, or at least those people who have learned, have done college. I still refer to it because some of the concept from that book, it applies to the NCERT syllabus also, but that requires a bit of experience. इस वजह से कभी-कभी हम ना नाम नहीं लेते हैं. Otherwise, once you are done ना, then maybe you can check that book. It's quite a good book if you want to do chemistry in higher studies. ठीक है? Fair. Method of preparation of haloalkanes. A is from alcohols. Now, in alcohols, we will study various methods of preparation. The first method of preparation that we are going to study from alcohols is using phosphorus-based halides. The phosphorus-based reagents. Okay? Phosphorus-based reagents. Now, you have ROH, that is the general form of alcohol. And then you have four methods that we can use. The first reagent is PCl3. तो ये क्या मिलेगा यहाँ पे हमको? What will be the product? We are making haloalkane. So if I am reacting with PCl3, R will be bonded with, tell me, बताइए. R,
phosphorus.
we are making haloalkane. बोलिए.
Chlorine.
Then we have PBr3. I hope you can write the product on your own. Then next we have red phosphorus plus a halogen. And this halogen will be bromine or iodine. Okay? So what we will found, we will form a haloalkene where halogen is bromine. Depending if you have used Br2, then it will be X will be Br here, or it can be chlorine. The last one is PCl5. Okay? So I hope you can write these two also. Then I'm giving you a few questions.
So PCl3 and PCl5 are the same product?
Yep, correct. Same. We'll send the answers for these 3 questions.
Sir, how will we get CL in the third one?
चलिए ठीक है. Rishita, here we have OH, right, in the reactant, but is there any OH here?
Oh, no, sir.
Make sense? तो समझ में आया कैसे करना है?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. हर्षा अभी भेजी. देखिए हम स्टार्टिंग से ना आप लोग को थोड़ा सा प्रैक्टिस करें बिकॉज इट इज ऑल अबाउट हैंड स्किल्स है ना. मतलब जितना आपको ये मतलब आपको पेन और कॉपी लेके ही करना पड़ेगा ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री. ठीक है. पढ़ने से ऐसा नहीं आएगा. बायोलॉजी की तरह आप नहीं कर सकते इसको कि पढ़ने से आपकी समझ मतलब समझदार आई मीन यू आर अंडरस्टैंडिंग इट बेटर. डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम ओके फाइन. पहले ओइसोफैगस फिर ये फिर वैसे नहीं हो पाएगा. यू हैव टू लाइक कम अप विद पेन एंड पेपर एंड देन यू हैव टू डू थिंग्स. ठीक है. मैथ्स की तरह जितना प्रैक्टिस कीजिएगा उतना ज्यादा आपका मतलब योर hand will be doing it after 4 or 5 problems, 6 problems. ठीक है. तो what is happening here ना in place of OH halogen is there. Halogen is there. ठीक है. तो जैसे in place of OH you will put halogen. ठीक है. रिश्ता करके दिखाइए. यस हर्षा करेक्ट. वेरी गुड. ClBr, yeah. In place of OH, you will have halogen.
So should I do the same thing again?
हाँ ऋषिता यू ना,
Yes, sir.
तो करना ही पड़ेगा ना. फॉर एग्जाम्पल सेकंड वन में आपने बी आर जहां पे डाला वहां पे बी आर नहीं आएगा. इन प्लेस ऑफ ओ एच यू हैव टू पुट बी आर. मेक सेंस?
Yes, sir.
स्कूल में क्या पढ़ा रहे हैं ऋषिता अभी?
Same thing, sir, but we haven't reached to the method of preparation.
क्या तो मतलब अभी क्या चल रहा है? तो वही विनाइल एलाइल बेंजाइल यही सब
Yeah. Yes, sir.
कितना पढ़ा रहे हैं?
We've only gotten 3 classes so far. I mean 4,
अच्छा अच्छा.
but it's like
हाँ तो पहला क्लास तो ऐसे इंट्रोडक्शन में चला जाता है, फिर उसके बाद बच्चे भी नहीं आ रहे होंगे अभी बहुत ज्यादा.
yes, sir.
चलिए नेक्स्ट लिखिएगा. यूजिंग आयोनिल क्लोराइड. We are still from alcohols only. This is using aryl chloride. Okay, this is important. Like when alcohols are treated with ionyl chloride, in brackets you will write SOCl2. They form alkyl chloride, ज्यादा बेहतर होगा इसके लिए. Alkyl chloride comma HCl and sulfur dioxide. ठीक है. So the general equation will be ROH plus SOCl2 gives RCl plus HCl. This will be gas, and SO2, this is also gas. Now, this is an important method of preparation. So for example, a polyethylene here, you have, let's suppose, OH, and we are using SOCl2 like this also. You'll get, instead of OH, you will put Cl plus HCl and SO2. Okay. So even though in most of the organic reactions, only the organic product is important, है ना? यहाँ पे भी सिर्फ RCl ही important है, but in this particular case, you have to also remember the two other byproducts that we are getting. ठीक है. the byproduct हमको बोल रहा है HCl and SO2. They have to remember that also. Why? Because of the question that is asked many a times in the board examination, and it is also there in the NCERT textbook. The question says why ionyl chloride is preferred method of preparation. Preferred method of preparation, MOP, of alkyl halide using alcohol. Why it is a preferred method of preparation? So the reason is write the answer as because the byproducts HCl and SO2 are escapable gases. Okay, so these are what? These are gases, and if you have any gas as the byproduct, they will escape out on its own. So you don't have to do any purification, and you will get alkyl halide in the pure form. Okay, and you'll write, and we get pure alkyl halide. And rather than hence, there is no need of purification. Okay, so please copy this down. Let me know once you're done, guys. Harsha and Acha. By the way, both of you are having the Learnivio app.
Yes, sir.
Yes, tell me. Okay. So by now, चलिए एक और हम लोग टॉपिक कर लेते हैं फिर उसके बाद you will be getting the test for isomers and IUPAC nomenclature. ठीक है? Method of preparation from alcohols. Next topic होगा. तीसरा आप लिख लीजिए. Using halo acids. ठीक है? This is also important. It is important and it will also come in the second chapter. By the way, whatever we are doing now right now, phenyl chloride, okay, and phosphorus based reagent, all of these reactions will be covered again in the will be there again in what in the second chapter, because जो अभी हम लोग कर रहे हैं ना method of preparation of haloalkane, then we will do chemical properties of haloalkane or chemical reactions that are shown by haloalkane. उसी तरह से second chapter आपके alcohols है. So in alcohols you will be learning about the chemical reactions given by alcohol, and in chemical reactions given by alcohol you will have to understand and you will have to study these things once again, because ये क्या है सारे reactions हैं alcohol के. ठीक है. So you write next, using halo acids, treatment of alcohols with HCl in the presence of anhydrous ZnCl2 gives alkyl chlorides. ठीक है. So you have alcohol ROH plus HCl. Here you have anhydrous ZnCl2. You will get RCl plus H2O. ठीक है. Then you will write note, HCl plus anhydrous ZnCl2 is also known as Lucas reagent. ठीक है. Lucas reagent, and this reagent it is used for, you write next, it is used for distinction between 1 degree, 2 degree and 3 degree alcohols. So if you have 1 degree alcohol and you are using, so by the way Lucas reagent को हम LR से represent करेंगे. ठीक है ना. And you are using Lucas reagent, it will show no reaction at room temperature. No reaction at room temperature. ठीक है. No reaction at room temperature. But it will show white PPT on heating. White PPT. White PPT will be for RCl है ना, जो RCl बन रहा है ना उसका white PPT होगा on heating. Then you have, if you have 2 degree alcohol, you are using Lucas reagent, then it will show white PPT, and white PPT will be again of what? RCl after 5 to 10 minutes. Then you have 3 degree alcohol, and we are using Lucas reagent, then this will give white PPT instantly. ठीक है. Please complete this down.
Sir,
Yes, tell me.
do they ask direct reactions in J?
हाँ पूछते
Do
हैं.
they do they ask like direct reactions in J?
डायरेक्ट रिएक्शंस ना, मतलब डायरेक्ट हम पूछते हैं, डायरेक्ट रिएक्शन पूछते हैं. जैसे हैलोजन हैलोजन चल रहा है ना हमारा, इस साल तो बहुत पूछा हम लोगों ने डायरेक्ट रिएक्शंस.
Okay, sir.
जैसे इसमें तो आधा आप लोग ही कर देंगे. Identify A and B in the following reactions. इस तरह के सवाल देते हैं. इस बार ऑर्गेनिक केमिस्ट्री बहुत पूछा है. बताओ. तो देखिएगा रिएक्शंस और भी हैं. Identify the product.